Okay, so now we're going to talk about the kitchen. This is really important to us, and you see white cabinets here. Some of them you're going to see gray, and we're always mixing it up. So we talked a little bit earlier about how important it is to keep the character of the home, and so that's always a blend of bringing in the historic character while also providing a modern design. I can't take credit for that. That is all my design team, led by my wife right now. She's redesigned most of the places that I did before, and she tries to keep it fresh, so you'll see we have stainless steel. The other thing I want to point out is the amenities. So you can't see it all in all of the cabinets because it's all tucked away, but it's important for us to provide the things that our guests need when they show up. So this is another also important point for a turnkey. This stuff doesn't seem like it could be much, but it's a minimum of $7,500 just to buy all the supplies to supply this entire space. What you don't want to do for a traveler is you don't want a traveler to just show up and have to go right to the grocery store. We'll provide them Instacart. Instacart is a great service. We use it all the time. We have kids at home, and sometimes we just need groceries to show up so we can deliver them. However, what's important to say is that we don't want the guests to have to jump right to the grocery store. So we're going to provide all the necessities so they can just arrive, put their stuff away, and they have a full kitchen to use. We have a 150-point inspection list. That is what we like to call our guest or brand standard list. And we started with brand standard, and we didn't want it to come off arrogant because I by no means would have thought of a tea kettle in the beginning. However, after reading multiple reviews that were 4 out of 5, we realized that maybe there's a need for people to have tea and do it in a kettle. Not everybody drinks coffee. Okay, so just know that my advice there is that just listen, because there are people that are going to tell you what they want, and that's everything that we provided in these amenities is simply just watching reviews, watching what people like, and if they don't tell us, we ask them because we want that feedback, because we want to stand out. We want to continue to be better and better and provide all these necessities. As we continue to go through here, you're going to see we even think of kids' supplies. We will go through and we'll provide the Tupperware. We have all of the different essentials that you're going to need to come in. Even maybe you don't want to clean, and so we'll provide you some things that you can just have at a quick exposure, the pots and pans. One of the things that you can't always do in a hotel room is cook for your family. One thing to look for is you want, some properties are dog friendly, some are kid friendly, some aren't. We try to highlight that we are both in the majority of our properties. So we will leave for the guests, we'll leave them a high chair. We will leave them out pack and play. We'll make sure that those things are in every single one of our homes. That's part of our brand standard. My wife and I went to travel with our kids for the very first time, like 4 or 5 years ago in an Airbnb. And we found a company that will actually rent you a pack and play. And I thought it was a great concept until we got there and they hadn't arrived yet. And my newborn son is screaming and crying and ready for a nap. And I ended up having to actually get it in Uber, go to the store, buy a pack and play, and then set it up just so my kid could take a nap. Every time I have one of those experiences, I'm thinking of the guests, thinking that I don't want them to have to do that.